Today I've got the ASSA Desmo, which is a very fun brown belt lock, but you can see this key's sort of very sticky. That's because of this C-clip. I've taken it off too many times and it just gets mangled, so I'm going to take it off before I start, just to make it more obvious when I get it picked. Yeah, you can see it's pretty mangled. And now I'm just going to be careful when I take the key out, not to pull the whole core out because that will pull out. As for picking it, well, because the sliders are unsprung, they tend to just sit in the same weird spot. So if you can see there, they're all sort of at the top or whatever. But the key has this track that all the sliders slide along. So they start at this point here, and they slide along this track and get set to the right heights. There's the left and there's the right. So I'm lucky with this one because these, I think there's one here and one here. These front two on the right side are pretty much no lift at all, so I don't need to touch them. But as you saw just 2 seconds ago, that the sliders were all set at weird heights. Like this one, for example, you can see without me shining the torch. It's right up the top. And because they run on the tracks, you can, this spot here where they finish and where they start is 0 lift, so that's their minimum position. So when you insert the key and twist the lock, whatever, pull the key out, and then now they're all set to the very bottom position that they can be set in. So that's how I like to reset the lock. If I'm going to need to reset it, I just put the key in, twist it, and then pull it out. So again, just to prove that I haven't touched anything, there's the key working. So there's the key working. And now they should all be reset down to the bottom. I'll be using the multi-pick number 10 flag, and just whatever top of the keyway tensioner fits. So start with tension anti-clockwise, and we'll start on the back. Number 1 is loose, so I'll just push that back down. Well, not loose, I mean just like got nothing. That was number 3 at the back. Keep working our way back. That's solid, so let's let off the tensioner. Still didn't get anything, so let off more. There's a click. Doesn't really matter at this stage what gate they're in, as long as they're in a gate. Let off the tensioner again with this second one. Get a click and a little bit of core movement. That tells me it's in the right position. This front one, let off the tensioner again, sort of float pick it. Get it set to a position and go back and check for if they're set or not. This one at the back needs to be lifted up slightly higher. So we'll let off the tension, and because they're unsprung, excuse me, because they're unsprung, you can let off the tension completely and just do whatever needs to be done. That was number 3 on the left side. They'll feel pretty good at the moment. This third one at the back is too much. I think that's got it right now. Believe soon I'll go to the back side. Like I said, this front two are no lift, so I don't need to touch them. It's a little click out of 3 on the right, and that no core movement with the clicks tells me I need to push them back down to the bottom, and something on this side's not set. See, this front one is solid. So because I've got the number 10 flag, it's very small and got a thin shaft. Excuse me. I will then swap to the number 7 because it's got a bit of a bigger flag and thicker shaft, so I can sort of wreath on it a bit more and get a bit more range from the bottom of the keyway. That's that first one, and there's the core movement we're after. Soften back to the 10. There's that. Click on 3 on the right. And something's not quite right. First one set on the left, second one set. Third, I believe is set. So it's the fourth. Okay, we'll move on to the back on this right side. Again, I'll let off the tension and sort of float pick it. And again, let off the tension there. Go back to the 7 because I need a bit more oomph. There's that. Back to the 10, just to test everything. Okay, we'll go back, just pushing it, making sure this core's in. Go back to the front, test that, that's set. Excuse me, sorry. Not sure about this one. Second one in on this left side, so we'll reset that one at the bottom. Let off the tension slightly. Not too much, that just jumped straight up. So we'll let off the tension, drag that one back down. Let off the tension slightly and just bump it. There's that. Set. Back one's set. That one's set. I think it's just these front two that are being lifted too high. Possibly. This one. On the right. Okay. I don't know what's going on here, but I believe that left side is all set. No, it's not. It's the third one. It's giving us trouble. Too much, it just shot straight up to the sky. Should be set now. Drag this one down and drag this down and this down. A third on the right hand side. Now the fourth on the left hand side is rock solid, so we'll lift that up slightly. And now I believe this, there we go. So that's, so that's picked now. Yeah, what I was saying before is, see, it just relocked itself, but because they're unsprung, they stay in the same spot. So the good thing is when your tensioner goes flying, you can pick back up where you left off, which is nice because that's it relocking. But because they're unsprung, you know, it's easy to pick back up where you left off. So put that down there slightly. Try to get a good angle of that. So now the sliders have been messed up. Oops, sorry. We'll do something like this, I think. So now I can push this out and grab these sliders. You can see all 8 have a spot. Key's a bit tricky to put back in, but I'm going to call this side the left and this side the right, sorry, this side the left, so we'll get this right sidebar out. And get my tweezers. No, that didn't work. Oh, runaway spring pin. That. And this spring from this side. Tip it up with that down so the sliders out the bottom don't fall out. There's the right sidebar. And we'll pick this out. Another, Jesus, not having a good run here. So, then this spring comes out too. Now these sliders, I'm calling this side the, yes, that side's the right side. So right side, this one, number 2, number 3, and 4. Left side, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yeah. With these sidebars, that's a little notch here. Is where that little pin sits in to push the sidebars out. And that little wedge just here sits in with the core in there. That's where they sit, in there and in there. And that pin sits in like this, and it pushes that sidebar out, so the sidebar's under spring tension with this little spring here. So there's the right side, and the left side again hasn't been tampered with or anything of the sort. There it is there. And there's that wedge shape again. And the pins, or sliders, whatever you want to call them. Now let me get a pick to point. So you've got this is the false gate, that's the false gate, that's the true gate at the top. So you go false, false, true, false, true, false. Yeah, so true is the bottom here, that's the top there. Then again, true at the top, two falses. What's that? False, false, true, false, false, true, false, true, false, true, false, false. And another thing I like about this lock and using flags to pick it is, oh sorry, bring down here, is as you, I'll move the light as well, that's better. So as you're picking, you're going along, you can feel the back of it, you bring it in and it sort of clicks into each spot, and then you can then, lift up them so that you can tell you're in this one because you're close to the front but you can't see it right at the front. It'll tell you at the back because you can just sort of see it, then that, and then again you can flip it over and do the same thing. It catches, so there's the back, and it just catches as you go along, so it's quite easy to navigate this lock. I found it a lot of fun. Anyway, that's all I have, and I'll see you next time.